Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode of What's Working Now. Last week, I shared with you how to engage, how to be more engaging on Facebook or to get more engagement on Facebook. And today I have another segment of the same thing. Today will be part two. Engagement on Facebook is extremely important. But before I get to show you the slides, first of all, I want to say happy Super Bowl Sunday. I know a lot of you are probably preparing and getting your food and going to the parties that you're going, so I won't be before you very long. I'm just going to hit it and quit it because my husband and I, we also have a Super Bowl party to go to. Unfortunately, my ride or die, my partner in crime, my business partner, my friend, my husband, he wasn't able to make it today. He had to handle some personal stuff, and he didn't get back in time. So here I am. And as you know, every day at 2 o'clock, every Sunday at 2 o'clock, this is where we'll be until further notice. So before I get to my slides, I do want to share with you the one thing I'm noticing what's going around town right now on Facebook is that a lot of people are getting into Facebook jail. As a matter of fact, I was in Facebook jail not too long ago. And it wasn't pretty, wasn't cute, but we got to remember social media is not owned by us. So they host our information. We're at their mercy. And if they see fit to ban us from any actions, they can do that. So we must recognize that. So that's why you don't want to be a one-trick pony and just have everything on one social media website. I do highly recommend that you open up an Instagram account, a Twitter account. I'm not saying to manage all of that at one time because that can be very time consuming and overwhelming, but you do want to have your content on other social media platforms. So if something like this happens, your business doesn't just come to a screeching halt. Very important. Also, if you are in Facebook jail, I do have a awesome training done by my friend Michelle Pescasolido that teaches you the tactics and strategies for not being in Facebook jail. But one thing I do highly recommend is that you read their policies and just make sure that you're not spamming. Your content is of value and you're showing and teaching so that Facebook will not ban you from certain actions. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Give me a sec. Let me make my screen a little larger. Let's do that. And let's see. I'll pull it up now. So let's see. Are you there? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you there. Okay. All right. So let me go to the actual slideshow. All right. So what's working now? How to get more engagement on Facebook part 2. Here we go. All right. Let's rock and roll. In stereo. So in this slide, how to seek out your perfect buyer. So just know that everyone is not your perfect buyer. Everyone is not interested in your product. They're not interested in your service. So you want to look for people that are. And what Facebook has done, they pretty much made it easy for us. They allow you to create custom audiences. And when you create custom audiences, these are the audience that are looking for you, that are looking for what you have, and that are willing to buy because that's what they want. So basically a custom audience, if you do it right, if you know your target market, they are guaranteed sales. You also can do what is called retargeting pixels. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but has happened to me. I made a purchase on online. Let's say I purchased something at Target, and my husband is calling me. Let's see, he'll probably call again on the house phone. Let me grab the house phone. Give me a second. Sorry, excuse me. All right, I know he's going to call on the house phone because he probably doesn't even realize it's 2 o'clock because he's in his zone. But I have purchased something from Target online, and that very item would show up everywhere. It would show up on Facebook. It would show up on the side of Google. Basically, yep, there he is. Give me a sec. I'm sorry. Hello? Yeah, I'm doing the webinar. What's up? Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said to our audience, that you probably didn't even realize it because you're caught up in your zone. All right. See you when you get home. Okay. Bye. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So if you notice that once you made your purchase, that item is following you all over the place. Or you may not even purchase that product. You probably just looked at it. And you're contemplating in your mind, like, wow, I really like those sneakers. I like that coat, whatever it was that you were looking at. And what they did was they dropped a little cookie on the website. So every time you go to the website, it would come up. So that's a pixel. So that's basically what they did. And that's something that you can do, and it's totally legal. It is so cool, because what usually ends up happening is if you open up your computer and you go to Facebook or you go to Google or something like that, and you see the item that you were contemplating buying, eventually you're going to buy it because it's right there in your face. And then you start rationalizing with yourself, well, I need it because of such and such. I need to get this because of blah, blah, blah. And then don't let it go on sale. It's another company that I purchased from. It's called Wish. And they really have very good items. And they're in China. It does take a while to get. But what they do is they will email me and say, hey, great news. The item that you were looking at is now such and such price. So if it's something that I really, really want to get, it will intrigue me. I'll open it and maybe perhaps buy it. So that's the same thing that you can do. And that's called retargeting pixels, because they're retargeting a market or customers that already showed interest in the item, but they just didn't take action. So now if you see it, eventually you will, in most cases. So you want to understand your insights panel on your fan page. You want to know what it actually means. It tells you a lot. Facebook, what they do is they collect data, all kinds of data on your page. So they allow you to see how many likes you get. They allow you to see who's liking your page, whether they're male or female or children. They let you know what countries are liking your page, who's engaging on your page, how much engagement on your page. They even let you know the times that people are engaged on your page. They let you know how many unlikes you get, if you get spam comments, and they also let you know if your ads are relevant. They give you like a scale from 1 to 10. I mean, it's really in depth. So if you take the time to understand your insights panel on your fan page, that's pretty much your business. And you look and you see what's working and what's not working. You continue to tweak and test until you get a winning ad, until you get a winning post. So you may tweak your audience, you may tweak the age group, you may tweak the country, you may tweak the image, depending on the type of ads there are. But it's just a lot of information that Facebook gives you right off the cuff to really let you know what's going on with your business. So that's extremely important. And all these things are going to help you seek out your perfect buyer. So now you want to build an audience. It's very important to build an audience because I don't know if you ever heard this, that the money is in your list. So you want to find a way to get people over to your fan page or over to your websites. So before you even post, before you even start promoting, you want to ask yourself these questions, especially if you're going to do an ad. So you want to ask yourself, what are you promoting? Are you promoting travel? Are you promoting a shake? Are you promoting training? What are you promoting? Try whatever it is. Once you have established what you're promoting, because every ad, you don't have to promote the same thing depending on what you have in your arsenal, right? So what is your product? Is it a shake? Is it a tea? Is it training? Is it travel? Is it electronics? Is it utility? I mean, so much. Energy, an energy product. Is so much. So you decide what the product is. So first you need to know what you're promoting, what's your product, what problem will it solve? Will it solve, weight gain? Will it solve people from struggling to get leads? Will it solve people paying too much on vacation? What problem will it solve? So you need to know that. And who will it benefit? Will it benefit males, females, teachers, doctors, nurses, marketers, online marketers, home-based business? Who will it benefit? So once you have all that information written down, and I highly recommend that for every ad that you do, that you ask yourself these questions, because it's going to drive how you write your description, which is your copy. And your description is very important. Your image is extremely important because you're building your audience. Oh, I just realized, building your audience. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we all make mistakes, but you understand the content, right? So, you want to make sure you are targeting who will it benefit. You don't want to present a product that's just not congruent with the audience that you have it in front of. So that's why you really have to think these things through, because you don't just want to post in hopes that someone will click or buy. You want to post and create an ad intentionally. You want to be very intentional. So when you're intentional, it requires some work beforehand. It requires some thinking and some planning. So before you get out there and start posting, you want to really put some energy and some effort into that post, and then you'll start to yield results. All right, so why should you build an audience? Well, when you build an audience, it does increase your engagement, right? Because that's what it's all about. So when you increase your engagement, you're increasing the know, like, and trust factor. When people know, like, and trust you, as my husband has said on previous masterminds, they will buy from you. They will check out your training. They will check out whatever it is that you offer. So when you're building your audience, you want to be candid. You want to be honest. You want to be forthcoming. You want to give accurate information. It's not all about spamming your link and join my deal. You want to give them information and show why your deal would be beneficial to them, to see if they even have an interest. And then once they show an interest, you still want to ask questions and get to know them. And you want to post things that, like I said in the last video, that show who you are. So it can be business, and also it can be your personal lifestyle. All right. When you build an audience, you're building a community. You want a community of marketers. You want a community of bloggers, a community of people who do videos, a community of people that fast. Like my husband and I are doing a fast. So we have built a community of people that are interested in fasting. So when we do our video, live streaming, we attract those people and they ask questions and we give them the information. So you want to target the right people, the right audience in your Facebook ads. Is my ad relevant to the people that I'm targeting? I don't want to target people that are no longer interested in or not interested in fasting, if that's what my ad is about. I want to target people who are interested in something like that, people that are into vegans, people that are into the word. Those types of people would be interested in knowing more about the fast that my husband and I are doing. When you build an audience, you get leads. Your leads can eventually turn into sales. So it's very important that you build an audience, because from that audience, and you build a know, like, and trust factor from that audience, that's where your leads and sales come in at. So it is a process. It's not something that happens overnight, because first of all, you want your audience to get to know you. So they get to know you by your videos, by your content, by your images, by your status updates. And they will come back day after day to see what it is that you're talking about. If whatever it is, the subject matter that you're talking about is of interest to them. So you want to mix it up. You want to do like 20%, 20 to 30%. No, not 20 to 30%. I would say 50-50, 50% business, 50% personal, and then just remember, social media is not your a diary. So you just want to show lifestyle. You want to show them with you want to post stuff with, you're doing things with your family, with your husband, with your friends. You go out to certain events. You do other things besides business, because that's not realistic. So building your audience is extremely important. Okay, types of audience. Now, there are different types of audiences. There are custom audiences. For example, you can, if you have a list on your autoresponder, you can download your list from your autoresponder and then upload it into Facebook and create a custom audience. So when you create an ad, you can send that ad to your actual audience that is in your autoresponder. So you'll be emailing them as well, and also they'll see your ad. That's another way for them to get to know, like, and trust you, because you're always there. And when every time they turn around, there you are. And not in an annoying way, but it's like, wow, okay, let me see what she's talking about now. You can also target audiences by their phone numbers, but you have to be careful about the phone numbers, because you need to have their permission. If you're not doing that, they can report you to Facebook, and then Facebook can shut your account down or give you limited access to certain things. So you got to be really, really, really careful with that. I don't use that. So, just know that if you're going to use the phone number portion of sending your ads to that audience, the phone numbers, just make sure you have permission so you don't have any problems. You also can create website traffic audiences where you would drop the pixel, and I talked to you about that in the last slide. So that's another type of audience, website traffic. You can create an ad specifically to drive traffic to whatever website you like. You can also create what is called a lookalike audience, which is similar to your custom audience. So it'll be your custom audience, your fan page, and then your conversion pixel. So all that stuff you'll be able to create in Facebook. So that's your types of audiences. If you have any questions, just make sure that you drop it in the chat. And I just got a couple of more slides to go. A few more slides to go, and then I'll be done, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. So just leave it there, and then I will handle it at the end. All right, so now your retargeting strategy. That means that you turn on your computer. There I am. There's the item. You turn on you open up your iPad or your phone. So wherever you are, that piece of content will be following you. and it's legal, which is so cool. So let's say you created a piece of content like 5 ways to generate leads using Facebook, right? So what you can do is on that particular blog post, you can insert a pixel on that content. Bam. So whoever comes to look at that content, now that content is following them throughout the time that they're on the internet. So if they found anything on that page interesting because they were on that page is like following them. So it's really cool. So you can create an ad to drive traffic to that piece of content as well. So that's where you would drop that's where dropping the pixel comes in at. You can also create an ad that is congruent to that particular content and sell a product that solves the problem that was spoken about in that content. I mean, that is so cool, right? So those pixels already so you get the pixel was created in Facebook, and Facebook collects all the data of all the people that were on your site. And then you can just use that pixel and create an ad specifically to those same people that were on your blog, looking at that particular content. You would drive a congruent ad to sell the product that content was talking about. Really, really cool. I mean, I hope that makes sense. If not, you can leave a question in the chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer. But I mean, that's just totally like gangster right there. That's a gangster move right there. That's hot. All right, moving on. So now there are different types of pixels that you can use, and this is all on Facebook. I mean, this is more advanced stuff that I'm talking about here. This is not your normal surface now, this is digging deep. So you simply put these pixels, which are a piece of code generated by Facebook, and you put them in these particular pages. So you have a checkout page. So if you have a page where you're checking out and a person is buying a particular item, you can drop a pixel right on that page, so you know who actually went to the checkout page and made a purchase. Let's say you're doing a webinar and you're inviting your audience to a webinar, and you want to drop a pixel so that Facebook can tell you who actually registered for this webinar. So then that way, once you know that information, you can say, hey, I noticed you registered for the webinar. How did you like it? Did you enjoy it? I mean, you could really communicate with those people. If you are doing leads, you want a pixel for leads, then you know who were your actual leads, where did they come from? And then you have key page reviews and an add to cart. So the person that actually added it, the item to their to the cart, you get all that information. And pixels is nothing but a piece of code that's generated. It's not that serious. It's like a whole bunch of code, but you just copy and paste it. There's nothing for you to learn. You don't need to understand the code. Just know that it's a pixel, and you drop it on your blog page or your website page or your lead capture page. Done. Stick a fork in. It's not that serious. I don't know anything about that code, but all I know is that you copy and paste it, and you're good to go. Very simple. All right. So, are you ready to explode your business with Facebook by getting more leads, engagement, and more sales than you ever imagined possible? Well, I want to introduce you to a course that my husband that we have taken, that has helped us generate leads. It has helped us create these pixels. It helped us show us where to put the pixels. It showed us just the ins and outs of creating a Facebook ads, and the course goes over every type of ad that you could ever make. It goes in detail on how to create ads that work, that you can make sure that you get approved. You go to this link at the bottom, And you can get the course. Also, with the course, you get a free download that teaches you step by step. It's a free PDF that teaches you step by step how to build a professional fan page. And my husband and I have built several fan pages from this particular document and have gone on to help others do the same, where they are driving traffic to their fan pages. They're getting engagement on their fan pages because of this PDF and this course. So if you do want to leverage your ads like a rock star, then you can, here's the link at the bottom, and you can go and grab that, and I'll see you on the inside of the course. It's phenomenal. I do have, my husband and I, we do have a entrepreneur group, Wil.Daria's Unstoppable Entrepreneurs. You can always leave us a message, goodness, a message in the group, and we will be more than happy to assist you in this venture of Facebook ads. All right. And also with that, you will have access to a private Facebook ad mastery group where you can get a plethora of information, support, and help. So not only will you get help from us, but you'll also get help from the creators, which is Michelle Pesca-Solito, and she's just totally awesome. She is considered the Facebook queen, and that's basically how she builds her business, with Facebook ads. And she plays on Facebook for a few hours, and then she's bringing in like a six-figure income monthly. So she's definitely someone you want to learn from, and we've learned a lot that we know about Facebook from her. So we're steering you in the right direction to make sure that you get what you need. Okay, so that's there. That I think that gives you more than enough time to get the link down. But if you have any questions, you can definitely hit me up on Facebook, leave me a message, private message me, or you can if you're not in my group, you can also request to be in the group, and then you can put your question in the group. Not a problem. All right. So if you got value from this training, post your biggest takeaway from our training. Leave a comment, and here's the link to our group, Facebook groups. Entrepreneurs are number one. And just leave a message. There's a plethora of content in the group from other marketers that hang out there daily. They post in there daily, and you can learn anything from Periscope, Facebook, video marketing, Twitter, blogging. There's a large array of content right in the group right there that can help you build your business. So don't hesitate to stop by and let us know you're there. Holler at us, and also put your content in there. Remember, we're not spamming links, so it's not a direct link to your opportunity. But if you have a blog post that is teaching us something, and your link to your opportunity is your blog post, of course, but the link that you would use to put in our group would be to your blog post. Or if you want to post something inspirational to share with the group, or if you know of a tool that would be helpful, that's great. But we're not there for personal gain. We are there to increase our audience, to help one another, to be of support, and also to increase our engagement. So the more that we post relevant content, content of value, be attractive, it's also called native content, you will find that you will be very much attracted. Okay, let me stop this now. You'll find yourself being very, very attractive to your audience. So I'm looking in the chat. I really don't see a whole bunch of questions. So you can head over to our group and hang out with us over there. I'm about to jump off and go to get myself ready for work tomorrow. And also, I have a Super Bowl party that I will be going to. Now, check this out. You know, for those of you that don't know, Willie and I are doing the Daniel fast. So the Daniel fast is basically a vegan diet. Our last day is on Friday, so make sure you join us on, no, our last day is Thursday. Make sure you join us on Friday for our celebration right here online. I will be posting a link. No, it's not a link. We're going to do a Facebook Live. So look out for our live streaming on Facebook because we will be celebrating. This is a big feat for us. So the next time you'll see us will be Friday. And on next Sunday, we will be doing something on Facebook. Most likely we will show you how to set up a fan page and basically give you the elements for setting up a fan page. And then I'll go through a step-by-step just to show you how to set that up so you can, get your fan page on and popping. So for now, ciao. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a wonderful week. And we will see you either on Friday or we'll see you next Sunday at the same time, same bad channel. Have a great day. Peace out.